one instance which brought me into wanting to do something through dance as a charity, and my luck was the Ahmedabad, in the outskirts of Ahmedabad, there is a leprosy hospital there, and it is in the outskirts because people think that it is contagious and you can get sick, and they don't want to even see these patients. So one day I got a call from a nun who's basically, it's a Christian organization, and a nun who's running it. She called and said that they are celebrating their, I think it was their 25th Silver Jubilee. And she said, would you dance? Because we are having the health minister coming and this, that, and the other. So I told her, you've got the health minister coming, you've got these children also performing. Why do you want me to dance in front of the public like that? I would rather prefer to dance only for them if you invite me for that. So she said, basically, I mean, nobody's told me this. Everybody wants to be in the limelight and come there and perform, and paper talks about, oh, so and so's gone and done. So I said, yeah, that's true. It's nothing wrong in that, because always publicity and all that is required for an artist to grow also. But I want to dance for only the patients. So can you give me a time like that? So she said, okay, I'll do that. But then do come for the inaugural thing. Even if you're sitting in the audience, now I want you to be there. So I went for that, and I saw the leprosy patients of various ages doing a ras, and some of them didn't even have fingers and they were holding a dandiya. Some of them didn't even have toes, but they were dancing with full costume and the attire, and they were enjoying it. So that again, I said, no, now I have to come back. And so I kept calling the nun, when are you putting this up? When are you? So when Nikki heard that, she said, the day you go to the leprosy hospital, let me know. Even I want to come. So I said, I'm not sure whether you will be allowed because you are prone to infection. So ask your doctor. So she said, no, I've asked him. He said, it's fine. It's not contagious like that. So she came along with me, and the sisters of that place were telling me, when I announced saying that so-and-so is going to come to perform for you, they were thrilled. And they said, oh, we've never seen classical dance. So how long is he going to be there? And so they said, okay, 1 hour. So she told me normally they have supper at 6:30. She said there was a queue at 5 o'clock. People wanted to finish eating, finish supper, and sit in the auditorium so that they could watch the performance and not miss it. And what shocked me was when I came for the performance, I was on stage. Of course, I was doing a solo. Nikki was on the side. And I saw there was a 10-foot difference between me, and not even 10, 20 feet difference between me and the audience. So I looked at the sister and I said, why are they sitting there? All the front rows are empty. Why aren't they here? So she said, no, that's fine. I said, no, why? Why are you doing this? So she said, no, they feel comfortable being far away. So I said, why are they feeling comfortable? Because they think that I may feel awkward looking at them. So I went onto the mic and I said, I don't see anybody here. So can I have some people coming and sitting in front? So they all looking at each other and said, Nana, in Gujarati, they're telling me it is okay. We are fine here. I said, no, it's not okay. I will not start dancing till I want the front part to be filled and not the back part. Then they all got up they came and sat. And for them, the pieces that I did, I was Krishna for them, I was Shiva for them, I was Devi for them. So after the performance, they were literally falling. I said, please don't do this. Don't fall at my feet. I'm only a dancer who's come to try and share my art with you. And I'm so happy you liked it. And because you're happy, call me again. Tell your sister that you should keep calling me like this. So I had an opportunity to go a couple of times there. And then sister asked me in Junagadh, which is about 7 hours from Ahmedabad, she said, there's another leprosy unit there. Will you go there? We will not be able to pay you anything. I said, I didn't come here for that. Even here, I have not asked you. I told you I don't want anything. I would like to be here and let them enjoy this art. So she was happy. I went there a couple of times. And I think my biggest this thing, of course, Nikki is my biggest achievement. But also, when the Swaminarayan sect, when they were celebrating their 100th year, and normally the Swaminarayan Sampradaya does not have events women-centric. The pujaris do not see women and all that. So the women are made to sit separately. I got a call from somebody asking me if I would come and choreograph the dances of the second day, which was only for women. And they said that they had about 9 songs. and would I choreograph that? So I told them I would love to do it, but I'm not a Swaminarayan. I do not understand your religion, and I don't know if I will do full justice. So it's a big risk asking me to do it. So they said, no, no, we've been hearing about you, and we like what you're doing. So will you do it? I said, I'd love to do it. If you're ready for it, why not me? So I went there, and then I was told from all over India, 1,500 girls had come from all over India to be part of this event. And there were people from all over the world who had come there to do voluntary work. Anything, just give them any kind of work, they were ready to do that. But I was told in the beginning that out of this 1,500, I was to select about 150 good girls, good dancers, and bring them on stage. Now, the thing was that I was supposed to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning for the rehearsal, and 1,500 girls. I was wondering, will all these girls come on time? Like 1,500, how are they going to manage? I was told that they were all put up in a new tenement, which was still, the possession was not given. And they would stay there and they would come. I went there 5 minutes to 8, and 1,500 girls all ready, all smiling and waiting to start the day. So I asked them that, how did all of you all manage to be here on time? So they said, sir, we get up at 4:30 in the morning. We have a bath. Then we do this full prayer and everything, which is compulsory for us. Then we rushed into the bus, had our breakfast, and we are here. I thought, that dedication, who am I to remove so many students from this whole thing? Because they've come from all over India to be part of this huge mammoth celebration. So I decided that day, not a single person will go out, because I knew that they were creating a stage which was like 150 feet wide, 80 feet in depth, with 7 levels equally big. So if I wanted to put all the 1,500, they could be there. So I decided, but there were a lot of people who were coming and giving me feelers. So they would come and tell me, that girl has got a hunchback, or that girl has got smallpox thing on her face and smallpox marks, and she's not beautiful. Oh, she's got bob cut hair. There were so many remarks being given. I felt very bad. I said, yeah. Correct. Okay, doesn't matter. Let them practice. I'll remove them on the last day. And these ladies realized I was not going to do that. So there were a few ladies who were the opposition who went to the main person concerned and said, this guy doesn't know anything. He's not even a Swaminarayan, and he's teaching all the wrong stuff to these girls. Please remove him. We've been doing it all these years. We'll do it. But that main person had a lot of faith in me. So he said, okay, I'll remove him. Tomorrow morning, we are having a meeting. We'll meet up at 9 o'clock and we'll decide. And he came. He first listened to everything the women had to say. And then he called me. Then he said, why don't you tell whether you're liking it, whether you're enjoying it? I said, if you ask me, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And I'm not sure whether what I'm doing is correct. That is for you all to judge. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And I think the children are also. Why don't you ask them? So he said, okay, I've heard the women. I've heard you. Now let me go to the girls. He called all of them, and in the huge assembly hall that they have, they all sat, and then they said, there is this problem. All these ladies are saying he's not doing a good job. You guys have performed even before and all that. So what do you think? That day I felt, like there's nothing like gratitude that comes from your own children, your own students, when they say, no, we want him. We want to be with him. They all said, no, he's doing a great job. He was so thrilled because he had put all that confidence in me. He came and he told me, Bijoy, from tomorrow, do what you're doing. Fortunately, till the day of the performance, again, there was no interruption. But it was a challenge, and I was told, see, the whole world is going to watch, and this is going to be a flop. And we were standing there. There were about 60 cameras. There were all these, what do they call the drones, and cameras from the top and cameras from the side, and thousands of lights, and a huge technical team working on that. All the girls were beautifully ready. And at 6:30, we were to start the performance. And I had told them that I want the performance a top shot, because I had created the figure of Om with the dancers. And they were slowly getting into a lotus and all that, and then blooming out to, to start spreading all over the stage. So it began, and then of course it was winter time, so 6:30 it starts getting dark, and it started getting dark, and then the light effects and the costumes and the girls on stage. After 20 minutes, Kiranbhai Pitwa is the name of this person who had confidence in me. He came and told me, Vijay, relax. I've been getting calls from Australia, New Zealand, US, UK, everybody. They're saying it's looking amazing. And it's for the first time that you've given so much of importance to women on stage. We're so happy you did that.
And the best thing about this was that of the 1,500, only 9 or 10 had learned classical dance at some period of time. They had done some folk dances, but yet I managed to get some dance into them. During the 20 days of Diwali vacation, I taught them these dances and throughout looked into costumes and other things also that was related to the performance. With the help of some of the satsang ladies, I enjoyed it very much. The next day, Kiran Bhai called me and said, please keep yourself free tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pujya Pramukh Swamiji wants you to meet him personally and he wants to bless you. In front of an audience of almost 7,000 men and women watching the whole thing on screen in another room, Pujya Pramukh Swamiji called me on stage and he told me that he was so happy I got all the 1,500 on stage. He said, I came to know that there were many who were requesting you to remove girls and only to bring 150 on stage. But you stuck to your decision and let each one of them express whatever dance that they could do through their body and come on stage and be part of the celebrations. I'm very happy. Keep up the good work. And then he gave me a packet of sweets, put a garland on my neck, and blessed me.
So that was a blessing to me.
Absolutely inspiring to just listen to it.
नाशिनी कामिनी वैदिक रूपिणी वेदमये क्षीरसमुद्भव मङ्गलरूपिणी मन्त्रनिवासिनी मन्त्रनुते मङ्गलदायिनी अम्बुजवासिनी देवगणाश्रित पदयुते जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी धान्यलक्ष्मी सदा पालय माम् जय वरवर्णिनि वैष्णवी भार्गवी मन्त्रस्वरूपिणी मन्त्रमये सुरगणपूजित शीघ्रफलप्रद ज्ञानविकासिनी शास्त्रनुते भवभयहारिणि पापविमोचनी साधुजनाश्रित पादयुते जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी धैर्यलक्ष्मी सदा पालय माम् जय जय दुर्गतिनाशिनी कामिनी सर्वफलप्रद शास्त्रमये रथगजतुरग बलादिसमावृत परिजनमण्डित लोकनुते हरिहर ब्रह्म सुपूजित सेवित तापनिवारिणि पादयुते जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी गजलक्ष्मी रूपेण पालय माम् हरि खगवाहिनी मोहिनी चक्रिणी रागविवर्धिनी ज्ञानमये गुणगणवारिधि लोकहितैक्षिणी स्वरसतभूषित गानन्ते सकल सुरासुर देवमुनीश्वर मानववन्दित पादयुते जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदनकामिनी सन्तानलक्ष्मी सदा पालय माम् जय कमलासनी सत्कतिदायिनी ज्ञानविकासिनी गानमये दिनमार्चित कुङ्कुमधूसर भूषितवासित वाद्यरूपे कनकधरास्तुति वैभवमण्डित शङ्करदेशिक मान्यपते जय जय हे मधुसूदन गामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदन गामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदन गामिनी विजयलक्ष्मी सदा पालय माम् प्रणद सुरेश्वरी भारती भार्गवी शोक विनाशिनी रत्नमये मणिमय भूषित कर्णविभूषण शान्ति समाकृत हास्यमुखे नवलिदायिनी कलिमलहारिणी कामितफलप्रद हस्तयुते जय जय हे मधुसूदन कामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदन कामिनी जय जय हे मधुसूदन कामिनी विद्यालक्ष्मी सदा पालय माम् धिमि 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 गुंजुगिनाद सुपूर्णमये घुम घुम गुंघुम 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 शंखनिनाद सुवाद्यनुते वेद पुराण इतिहास सुपूजित वैदिक मार्ग प्रदर्शयुते जय जय
Thank you.